Back in 1995, the rap song Gangsta's Paradise was blasting across the airwaves and was even featured in the film Dangerous Minds, starring Scarface's leading lady Michelle Pfeiffer. At the time, most people didn't know who Coolio was, but after the release of Gangsta's Paradise, it didn't take long for him to become a household name. So stay tuned and don't go away, because we're about to reveal what really happened to Coolio, plus other rap news. First up, who was Coolio and how did he die? We're about to find out. Artist Leon Ivey Jr., aka Coolio, was born on August 1st, 1963, and died on September 28, 2022, at the age of 59 years old. Coolio was born in Pennsylvania, but moved to Compton, California as a teen. Coolio eventually became involved in drugs and was arrested a few times by the LAPD, but he turned his life around and attended Compton Community College. After graduating from college, Coolio began working as a security guard. Coolio rose to fame in the late 1980s with the hit track, What You Gonna Do? And then, of course, his 1995 mega hit, Gangsta's Paradise. But by 2001, his star power was dimming, and he was dropped from his record label. He continued to release music, but he was never able to recreate the magic of Gangsta's Paradise. On September 28th, Coolio was visiting a friend's house when he was found unconscious on the bathroom floor. His friends called 911, and CPR was performed. But sadly, Coolio was declared dead when the paramedics arrived. His cause of death was cardiac arrest, and his body was cremated and given to his family. It's well known that Coolio suffered from severe asthma, and many in his inner circle suspect that it played a role in his untimely death. Coolio leaves behind 10 children, and after his death, each of his children was given a necklace to hold some of his ashes. Next up, how have rap fans around the world reacted to the iconic rapper's death? Let's take a look. Fans around the world were shocked to learn of Coolio's passing and were in mourning. Thankfully, Coolio wasn't a member of the infamous 27 Club, although 59 years old is still much younger than the average life expectancy for males in America, which as of 2022 stood at 77. Coolio was always best known as a rapper, but he did branch out to other industries and try new things. He once created a cooking web series and released his own cookbook titled Cookin' with Coolio. Back in 2004, he was hoping to reignite his rap career and appeared on Germany's The Comeback Show, which was designed to help artists who had faded from the limelight break back into the music biz. Unfortunately, his appearance on The Comeback Show did not succeed in reigniting his stalled rap career. 6 years later, in 2010, Coolio made a string of appearances on various reality TV shows and even appeared in a few episodes of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. After that, we didn't really hear anything about Coolio until 2016, when he ran into legal trouble when he was caught trying to sneak a gun through LAX. For those of you who don't know, LAX is the Los Angeles airport. Luckily, Coolio was sentenced to probation and ordered to perform community service. Up next, was Coolio much more than simply a rapper? Absolutely. It's dismissive to simply label Coolio as a rapper, because if you take a deeper dive into his life, a clearer picture starts to emerge about who he really was and what his true talents were. We've mentioned his cookbook, but this wasn't just some attempt at squeezing the last few dollars out of his fame. Coolio was actually an extremely passionate cook. His cookbook, Coolio, 5-star meals at a 1-star price, was really an expression of his soul and his passions. At the time of the book's release in 2009, Coolio said the book contained recipes built around solid comfort foods with a healthy twist that don't break the bank. And the book showed readers how to make some of his signature dishes, including soul rolls, tricked out West Side tilapia, and finger-licking, rib-sticking, fall-off-the-bone and into-your-mouth chicken. In the book, Coolio proudly claims, "I am the ghetto Martha Stewart, the black Rachel Ray." So clearly he was passionate about much more than just rap. In fact, in addition to being a rapper and a cook, Coolio also loved acting. He appeared on TV as himself and in supporting roles, and was in several movies, including Batman and Robin, did voiceover work in Futurama, and had a role in 2004's sci-fi horror film film Dracula 3000: Infinite Darkness. Stay tuned and don't go away, because we're bringing you the latest rap and hip-hop news. Next, is rap god Eminem about to battle his toughest opponent yet? You're about to find out. We all saw how well Marshall did when he battled Papa Doc, but now it looks like he's about to battle his toughest opponent yet, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Of course, this epic rap battle won't be playing out live on stage, but rather it's happening in the pages of a limited edition Amazing Spider-Man 2022 #1 comic book. On the cover of the comic book, we see Marshall Mathers on stage engaged in a lyrical battle with Spider-Man, as Marvel character Miles Morales, Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Ghost Spider watch and cheer. If you want a limited edition of this comic book, you'll have to act fast, because only 5,000 print copies are available for purchase on Eminem.com. An additional 1,000 limited print runs of the Spotlight version of the original comic cover will be available for purchase on thehall.com as of Tuesday, November 29th. Also, it turns out that Eminem is a big Spidey fan. In a recent interview, Eminem revealed, "I've always been a huge Spider-Man fan since I was a kid. He's definitely in my top 5, so being on a cover battling Spider-Man is such a thrill and an honor." Up next, why are so many rappers being killed across America? Let's hear from the experts. 2022 saw scores of rappers shot and killed in the United States, and many people have begun asking why this is happening. These days, it's extremely dangerous to be a rapper in America, especially a young up-and-comer. Is it a gun violence issue? A rap culture issue? Are record labels failing to protect their artists? Is it a big city gang problem? Or is it a combination of the three? Experts say the problem is much more complex than that. According to Elaine Richardson, a professor at Ohio State University who specializes in African American cultures, literacy, and hip-hop, says that it's crucial to prioritize systemic issues when we discuss the killings of rappers. Richardson recently gave her take on why so many rappers across America are being killed, and argues it's a reflection of the problem of gun violence in the larger society, and violence in general in America. You have to think critically about oppression and the larger context we live in. Gun violence is a part of the condition of Black people in society, everything that is dangerous and harmful to the larger society. There's always going to be a disparity in our communities. It's all systemic. It's a part of the way society is structured. Next up, is Chance the Rapper about to blow the roof off of Accra, Ghana? You bet. Chance the Rapper and Vic Mensa have officially unveiled the lineup for the first ever Black Star Line Festival. On January 6th, 2023, at the historic Black Star Square in Accra, Ghana, Chance the Rapper and his crew will make history. The Rap and Hip Hop Music Festival are being hailed as a celebration of Pan-Africanism, building bridges between Black people and artists of the diaspora with the continent. Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, Erykah Badu, T-Pain, Jeremiah Sarkodie, Toby Nwigwe, Asaka Boys, and Manifest are going to light up the stage and bring this noise to Accra. And in the days leading up to the performances, the Black Star Line Festival will host a series of events and discussion panels across cultural centers throughout Accra. According to a statement released by Chance the Rapper, the events will provide opportunities for education, enrichment, and cultural diffusion. And it turns out that Chance the Rapper didn't choose Ghana by chance. Choosing Ghana for the festival was a deliberate choice because, since 1957, Ghana has been a support system and stronghold for Black liberation globally. Chance's statement went on to explain, "This year, Accra became a second home to me, and my Ghanaian friends have become my family. We're incredibly humbled and honored to build something from the ground up that creates community and memories for Black people of the diaspora and continent for years to come." Akwaba. Finally, what will happen to Blueface? Rapper Blueface was recently hit with serious criminal charges. He was arrested in Las Vegas on November 15th for attempted murder, and eyewitnesses are saying multiple undercover cops were on the scene outside Lolo's Chicken and Waffles and took the rapper down hard to the ground. Blueface's girlfriend, Chrissy Rock, was there when the takedown happened and says she's standing by her man, even though he once brutally beat her up. Come on, sister, you're better than that. Blueface's bail on the attempted murder charges was set at $50,000, and the alleged shooting occurred on October 8th, 2022. Video footage shows Blueface firing 5 shots in someone's direction. That's a wrap for today's video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button, drop some comments, and subscribe.